the lovely people of Karnataka on this very important Invest Karnataka 2025 program. I'd like to thank Mr. M.B. Patil, Commerce and Industry Minister, for the warmth and affection with which he invited me to this program. It was almost impossible to say no to Mr. Patil. My good friend with whom I worked when I was first made a minister in the government in 2014 very closely, as he recounted, Mr. D.K. Shivkumar, Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, colleagues, ministers from the government of Karnataka, Shri K.G. George, Shri Dinesh Gundarao, Shri Priyank Kharge, Shri N.S. Bosaraju, Shri Sharan Prakash Patil, Shri Sharad Bachegowda, my good friend and somebody who makes India proud with his achievements at a young age, Mr. Nikhil Kamath, Dr. Selva Kumar, Ms. Gunjan Krishna, all the other distinguished officials from the government of Karnataka, from the central government, all the proud award winners who have done the nation proud, who have done Karnataka proud with significant contributions to the India story, to the Karnataka story, all the distinguished guests, friends from the media, and the people of Karnataka, the achievers of Karnataka. My warmest greetings to you and prayers for your continued success, for the continued growth and well-being of every person in this lovely state. Today we celebrate the Jayanti, the birth of Sant Ravidas, one of the greatest souls born in India. I pay my respects, and on this auspicious day, it's a privilege to be in India's Silicon Valley. Under Prime Minister Narendra Modi, during the last 10 years, we have focused on our tradition and development. He often says, Vikas bhi, Virasat bhi. And I'm glad that the film that was played just before I started talking was to showcase the strength and power of our rich cultural heritage, our traditions, our family value systems, and the pride that every Indian has, that the pride that every Kannad has in our history, our heritage, and towards that end, I think Karnataka has so much to offer to the world, and I'm sure our history gives us the strength to work towards the shared future and prosperity of every person in Karnataka, every person living in India. We have today become the world's 5th largest economy, powering ourselves at great speed as the world's fastest growing large economy to become the 3rd largest GDP, the 3rd largest economy by 2025. By 2027, barely 2.5 years from now, when we will cross the $5 trillion mark and become the 3rd largest economy in the world. Can somebody switch off this teleprompter? It's diverting my attention from the people whom I want to address. This can be switched off. Friends, the enthusiasm that India generates across the world is reflected in the next few days' visits that we will have in this country. Prime Minister was at the AI summit in Paris, in France, and from there he moves to meet President Trump in the United States of America. While for the last 2 days, I have had ministers from Israel, Switzerland, Liechtenstein, Norway, and Iceland. 5 ministers leading industry delegations, 100 companies from the EFTA states, the northern European states, 130 companies coming into Delhi from Israel. This morning before I left for Bengaluru, I met the Vice President of Venezuela. I go back because late in the night at 12 o'clock, I'm meeting my Israeli counterpart, the Economy Minister of Israel, at a late night meeting. Jostling between all of these meetings, we have the Emir of Qatar coming down to India. Soon after that, my counterpart from UK comes in on the 24th to further progress and discuss our long-term trading arrangements. We have the entire European Union body of commissioners, all the commissioners, coming down to India, led by Her Excellency Ms. von der Leyen, the EU Commissioner, on 28th of this month. Soon thereafter, 350 companies from Belgium are coming along with Princess Astrid from 3rd onwards to visit India, to meet with all our business persons, to look at greater trade and investments with India. I've only given you a glimpse. I don't know how many other ministers would be coming during this period in the next 20 days. Soon after that, we have the Raisina dialogue, where several leaders, ministers, and heads of government will be joining us in Delhi. Many of them coming with business delegations. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the power of India today. This is the power of 140 crore Indians working together as one family, irrespective where we come from, irrespective of which government rules which state, irrespective of politics. India today presents a strong, vibrant economy working in partnership with the states, center and states working together, collaborating, cooperating to present the India story as the story of the future. In this Amrit Kal, leading up to 2047, when we celebrate 100 years of independence, we want to see a developed India, a prosperous India. Viksit Bharat 2047 is the collective commitment, the collective goal of 1.4 billion Indians. And friends, the strength we get when we work together. In fact, it is often said that working in silos has been one of the greatest impediment to India's growth story in the past. Today, when we work together, the states, people from all across the country, everybody contributing to the success story of India that each one of us desires to see, towards inclusive growth, towards sustainable growth. We present before the world a story of success, a story unparalleled, a story in which young India, I'm sure you are aware, India's average age is 28.4 years. We are under 30 years of age in terms of our population. We expect that for the next 30 years, India will continue to remain a young nation. And in less than 30 years from now, ladies and gentlemen, India will add $30 trillion to our Indian economy today. We have been doing the maths. We have been working various growth scenarios. Prime Minister Narendra Modi does not believe in business as usual. He looks at transformative initiatives, reform as the mantra of the country, so that we can grow from a $4 trillion economy to a $35 trillion economy by 2047, when we will celebrate 100 years of independence. And friends, this is eminently doable. It's the power of India's youth, the talent and skill that our young men and women possess. It's the power of 5Ds: democracy, demographic dividend, demand, the power that decisive leadership offers the people of India, the power of digitalization, development, the power of diversity, which helps India have big ambitions, work towards the shared prosperity of every child born in this country. Friends, democracy gives us the power that rule of law provides, that transparent working provides, equal opportunity for everybody provides. The world looks up to India because they know they will get fair treatment. They know that there's a powerful judiciary, there's a vibrant media, there's a strong democracy, the world's largest democracy, the mother of all democracies. We had democracy even thousands of years ago. The Arthashastra talks about democratic principles so many centuries ago. Democracy is our strength, while demographic dividend, young India, provides talent, provides a workforce which is the envy of the world. While developed nations are aging, India has a young population. And friends, this demographic dividend, coupled with the demand that 140 crore aspirational Indians bring to the table, is our biggest strength. Which other country has the potential to sell millions and millions of cars, millions and millions of electric vehicles? Which country can say that in the next 25 years, you can sell 250 million washing machines? You can sell maybe 400 billion air conditioners. Which other country can create a demand where 140 crore Indians aspiring for a better quality of life will provide consumption-led growth? And your very own Member of Parliament, the Honorable Finance Minister of India, the first woman finance minister who's presented 8 consecutive budgets, has this year given tax incentives to the middle class, providing 1 lakh crore consumption power in the hands of the people of India through significant tax cuts. And friends, economists will tell you that consumption-led growth coupled with investment-led growth together can become the twin pillars on which India's growth story will rapidly scale up. Because when you give 1 lakh crores to consumers, the multiplier impact of that is at least 2.5 times in terms of the consumption demand that the marketplace receives. When 11,20,000 crores is invested in 1 year on infrastructure creation, the multiplier impact of that is 3.5 times, which spurs investment-led growth. And on these twin pillars, India will see rapid growth. And obviously, India grows when the states grow. India prospers when the states prosper. And therefore, I began by saying, it is an effort of collaboration, of cooperation, working together, which will make India a success story. Whether it is promoting our MSMEs, whether it is promoting tourism, whether it is promoting welfare of the farmers, whether it is promoting our tech industry, the startup ecosystem, manufacturing, the government of the center and the states will work together to create the right environment to promote growth, to promote jobs, to promote economic activity. In fact, Shiv Kumar ji was asking me to give some offerings to the state. In this budget, we have announced 100 new industrial hubs, industrial clusters, which will be offered on a challenge mode. And I would urge Mr. M.B. Patil and the infrastructure ministers here to work towards creating several industrial hubs in different parts of the state, along with the PM Mitra Park, which, if you remember, I had sanctioned as textile minister at Kalaburgi last year, which we are developing as a joint venture between the state government and the center. You will recall that I have recently announced in Tumakuru an industrial smart city, and it will be one of the largest smart cities with plug-and-play infrastructure, where nearly 7,500 or 8,000 acres of land will be developed as a world-class walk-to-work township, the first phase of which will cover 1,736 acres, and which work has already started and expected to see the first phase concluding by the end of next year. The budget has also announced 50 new tourism destinations. And I think all of us in this room know that along with manufacturing, tourism creates the maximum job potential. These 50 destinations will also be chosen through a challenge mode. And I was just discussing with Shiv Kumar ji, Hampi, for example, and Parth is here. I visited Hampi about 5 or 6 years ago. The tremendous potential that I see in Hampi, I'm sure if we present that as a good business case, as a good tourism destination, when the challenge of selecting the tourist destinations is opened up, Hampi would be a fantastic destination which should be developed. And look at Prime Minister Modi's thinking when he comes out with policy. It's a very holistic, very comprehensive thought process. When he talked about 50 tourism destinations, and all of it will be, mind you, in challenge mode, without favor, without discrimination, so that everybody has equal opportunity. He also brought out Udan 2. In Udan 2, 4 crore travelers will be subsidized, will get support, so that 120 new airports can be connected and new tourist destinations can have connectivity through airways. We are developing roadways and a network of highways in a very, very big way, so that the entire country people can move from one place to the other faster. In fact, I'm told you can now go from Bengaluru to Chennai in about 3 hours. The Delhi-Mumbai expressway is going to curtail the travel time, and you can travel from Delhi to Mumbai in less than 12 hours once it is complete by the end of the year. And friends, if you take an electric vehicle, 5 members of a family can travel from Delhi to Mumbai in less than 12 hours at a cost of only 1,000 rupees. That is the cost of electric charging that will be required to cover the distance of 1,300 kilometers. And along the way, you'll have 4 or 5 natural wildlife sanctuaries. You have several tourist destinations which you can visit. You'll have facilities along the way to relax, to enjoy the journey. The railways is making rapid strides with Vande Bharat trains and now Vande sleeper trains coming out. All of these facilities, whether it is airways, we have doubled the number of airports from 74 to 150 plus in the last 10 years. We'll add another 75 airports in our third term. The expressway network across the country is seeing rapid transformation and growth. We have added 114 new waterways so that inland waterways can get a big thrust. Port capacity has been doubled so that international trade can grow. This year, exports will grow to $800 billion, and Karnataka is playing a very major part in our exports, both of goods and services. Friends, it's a collective effort where we will all work together to make it easier to do business, to bring transparency and a corruption-free environment to attract international investments. We have seen nearly $700 billion of investment coming into India as FDI in the last 10 years. Overall, since 2000 to 2025, we have seen about $1 trillion of investment, 2/3 of which has come in the last 10 years. But there's immense potential, and I shared with you, the world wants to do trade. The world is looking up to India to invest in India, to leverage the great business opportunity that India offers, to leverage the 20,000 crores that have been provided in this budget to promote innovation through public-private academia partnership, to leverage the 10,000 crores that the startup will receive, startup ecosystem will benefit from through the fund of funds in the next 5 years, which has been announced in this budget. All of these, ladies and gentlemen, are efforts to promote economy, industry, international trade, investments, manufacturing, startups, help our farmers, help our youth, help our women entrepreneurs contribute to the growth story of India. In fact, toys is one example I would like to share with you. With the focus effort given on the toy sector, our import of toys has reduced to half. Our exports is now 3.5 times what it was 5 years ago. And we will soon come out with policies to further promote manufacturing in toys, in footwear, so that we can become a global champion in these sectors amongst many others. Nearly 2 lakh crores has been given as production-linked incentives and 74,000 crores towards the Semicon mission, collectively providing a huge opportunity to bring high-tech manufacturing to India and promote critical sectors like electric mobility, auto components to promote the vibrant auto industry in India, to promote electric vehicles also being made in your state, to promote critical sectors like semiconductors, to promote sectors such as textiles, which create a large number of jobs. We have a large focus on global capability centers, which are being set up across the country, and Karnataka, particularly Bengaluru, has a large number of global capability centers and many more coming in the years to come. Friends, deep tech and future industries is an area where Karnataka has made rapid strides, and I urge that we should work together to promote artificial intelligence, quantum computing, the semiconductor industry, space technology, biotech industry, so that together we can work as partners in progress. We should aim to make Karnataka, to make Bengaluru the global hub of the technology sectors that are looking to come to India. And the government of India will always be ready and willing and stand as a pillar of support for Karnataka to expand and grow its global footprints. I remember the solar park that Shiv Kumarji reminded me about, and it is also in Tumakuru, I think. And I'm sure it will be a beacon of not only energy, but a beacon of inspiration to other sectors in the state of Karnataka. I hope we can promote fintech, we can promote tourism, the media and animation industry, the gaming industry, so that in the days and years to come, technology should define the growth story of Karnataka and should become the backbone of India's growth story. Let's build the future together for Karnataka, for India, and for the globe. Nade Munde. Let's go forward together. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Tumba ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ನಮ್ಮ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದನೂ ಕೂಡ. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment that all of us have been waiting for. It's time to honor the trailblazers, the game changers, and the icons who have made Karnataka proud. Tonight, we celebrate the Lifetime Achievement Awardees of Invest Karnataka, individuals who have dedicated their lives to shaping the state's growth story across various sectors. Please put your hands together as we would like to welcome the champions who have inspired generation and will continue to do so. We would be starting off with our Industrial Legacy. The Industrial Legacy Award is a special recognition for an individual who has left an indelible mark on Karnataka's industrial growth and innovation. And tonight, we honor the legacy of Mr. Vikram Kirloskar, a visionary leader whose contributions to the automotive industry has transformed Karnataka into a manufacturing powerhouse. Accepting this award on his behalf, we would like to invite Ms. Geetanjali Kirloskar, Chairperson and Managing Director of Kirloskar Systems Private Limited, to the stage. And I would request our Honorable Minister to please do the honors and present this award. Ladies and gentlemen, as a key figure in bringing Toyota Motor Corporation to India, his leadership and innovation have set a benchmark for excellence. Presenting the Industrial Legacy Award. Thank you, ma'am. Moving on to our next award, the Investor of the Decade. The Investor of the Decade Award honors the company
I would like to say that I'm not only very grateful, but also deeply touched that you thought of giving this award to my late husband Vikram for 29 years of hard work that we put in the state, and the state has recognized it. I'm very, very grateful to you, sir. Thank you. Also, Vikram was a very dear friend of Piyush ji. That's why I'm just going to say Piyush ji. and it is being given to me in his presence, and I'm really so happy today. My family is not complete. It's not just me and my daughter, Banasi, but colleagues whom Vikram actually built up and worked with for 30 years in Karnataka, Mr. Maru, Mr. Dalvi, and Mr. Mohapatra. Just want you to... I'm sorry I went a little out of turn on this, but thank you. Piyush, I think they want a picture. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks.
Check. Thank you so much, ma'am. Moving on to our next award, the Investor of the Decade. The Investor of the Decade award honors the company that has made the largest investment in Karnataka over the past 10 years. And this year's award goes to JSW Group for investing over 1 lakh crore, driving industrial growth, job creation and economic development in the state. We invite Mr. Parth Jindal, Managing Director for JSW Cement, a member company of the JSW Group, to please come forward and receive this prestigious award. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a huge round of applause, please. The Investor of the Decade Award. Congratulations. Moving on to our next award, the Ecosystem Enabler. Industrial growth is about creating ecosystem, and the Ecosystem Enabler Award honors the company with the largest number of manufacturing clusters in emerging industrial region. And this year's award goes to Equals for establishing 3 world-class manufacturing clusters in Belagavi, Hubballi, and Koppal, strengthening Karnataka's industrial base beyond metro cities. We have Mr. Arvind Meligeri, Chairman and CEO for Equus, to please come forward and receive this award. Ladies and gentlemen, a huge round of applause, please. The next award. The next award category recognizes a public sector leader that has played a crucial role in India's defense and aerospace ecosystem. The Sunrise Sector Pioneer Award for Aerospace and Defense in the public sector goes to Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. A huge round of applause, as I would like to request Mr. Avdesh Kumar, General Manager from HAL, to please come forward and receive this distinguished award. Ladies and gentlemen, HAL's contribution to indigenous aircraft production, defense technology, and advanced aeronautical manufacturing have strengthened Karnataka's position as India's aerospace hub. Let's have a huge round of applause, please. Next, we recognize a global leader in defense and aerospace technology. The Sunrise Sector Pioneer Award for Aerospace and Defense Private Sector goes to RTX for making the largest investment in private aerospace and defense manufacturing in Karnataka in the last decade. We would like to invite Mr. Binu Krishnakutty, Managing Director of Collins India Operations Center, and Mr. Sarathi Shah, Director Finance, India Collins Aerospace from RTX Corporation, to please come forward and accept the award. Ladies and gentlemen, RTX is investing nearly $240 million in aerospace and defense manufacturing, engineering, R&D, and services across its business units, Collins Aerospace and Pratt & Whitney. Congratulations. Moving on to the automotive sector, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the Sunrise Sector Pioneer Award for the automotive and EV sector, which goes to Toyota Kirloskar Motor Private Limited. I would request Mr. Swapnesh R. Maru, Deputy Managing Director at Toyota Kirloskar, to please come forward and receive the award. They are making the largest investment in hybrid vehicle manufacturing in Karnataka in the last decade, and their focus on cutting-edge technology, large-scale manufacturing, and scale development has positioned Karnataka as the key player in India's future of mobility. Let's have a huge round of applause, please. Ladies and gentlemen, next we would like to honor the pioneer in biotechnology and life sciences that has transformed Karnataka. Please put your hands together for the Sunrise Sector Pioneer Award for BT and Life Sciences, going to Biocon for making the largest investment in biotechnology and life sciences manufacturing in Karnataka in the last decade. I would request Mr. Peter Baines, Group Chief Executive Officer of Biocon, to please come forward and accept this award. Biocon's contribution to biopharmaceutical research, large-scale production and life-saving drug development for diabetes, cancer, autoimmune and many other chronic conditions have positioned Karnataka at the forefront. A huge round of applause, please. Our next award is the International Procurement Champion that recognizes a global company that has significantly contributed to Karnataka's supply chain and industrial growth. Please put your hands together as I would like to invite Mr. Ashwani Bhargava from Boeing India to receive this distinguished award. This year, this award going to Boeing India for achieving the highest sourcing from Karnataka, strengthening the state's role in global aerospace ecosystem. Our next award is Pioneer in Karnataka's R&D Ecosystem Award that recognizes the first global R&D sector set up in state. And this honor goes to Texas Instruments. Ladies and gentlemen, we invite Mr. Santosh Kumar, President and Managing Director, Texas Instruments India, to receive this prestigious award. Let's have a huge round of applause. Texas Instrument, which established a global R&D center in 1985, paving the way for Karnataka's rise as research and innovation hub. Our next award is the Innovation Excellence, and this award goes to Samsung R&D Institute India, Bengaluru, for filing and being granted over 2,500 patents. Ladies and gentlemen, we invite Mr. Mohan Rao Goli, Managing Director and Corporate Vice President for Samsung R&D Institute India, Bengaluru, from Samsung India, to please come forward and receive this award. Let's have a huge round of applause for him, please. Our next award is the Champions of Employment Generation, and this award goes to Tata Electronic System Solutions Private Limited, with an outstanding workforce of over 31,000 employees. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together as I would like to invite Mr. Sriram Kadiyala, Chief Financial Officer of Tata Electronics Private Limited, to please join us on stage and receive this award. Ladies and gentlemen, could we have a bigger round of applause from all of you seated here, right here in the hall? Thank you. Our next award is the Champions of Employment Generation IT Sector, and this award is presented to Infosys. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to request Mr. Shaji Matthew, Executive Vice President and Chief Human Resources Officer from Infosys, to please join us on stage and receive this award. Infosys is Karnataka's largest IT employer, driving digital innovation and talent development. Please put your hands together. Our next award is the Diversity Leadership Excellence, and this year's award goes to Shahi Exports Private Limited, which has set a remarkable standard by employing over 64,000 women, empowering them with skill development and employment opportunities. I would request Mr. Anbalganti, Chief Operating Officer from Shahi Exports, to please come forward and receive this award. A huge, huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. And our final award, ladies and gentlemen, is the Renewable Energy Excellence. And this year, the award goes to Renew Power. Please put your hands together as I would like to invite Mr. Madhusudana PK, State Head for Karnataka Renew Power, to please join us on stage and collect this award. They have impressively installed capacity of over 2,000 megawatts across solar and wind, leading the way in Karnataka's clean energy revolution. Let's give a huge, huge round of applause for all of our awardees this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, I want everybody to put your hands together, please. I would request all of of you to please stay back because we do have a cultural evening that we have in store for all of you and a big surprise showcasing right here at Invest Karnataka 2025. I would request all of our dignitaries to please take your seats. And we would also like to thank Shri Piyush Goyal ji, our Union Minister of Commerce and Industry. Sir, thank you so much for being here with us today, for giving us your time, and of course for putting in that strength and support for Invest Karnataka 2025. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, please do remain in your seats. Our evening will continue right away. I would now like to welcome Gunjan Krishna ma'am, Commissioner for Industrial Development and Director, Department of Industries and Commerce, to deliver the word of thanks.
Namaskara.